They are planning a certain group of investors, a classic business, to create a league that would somehow also compete with the NBA. They don't want it to be a U.S. league. They want it to have a European flavor, so to speak. And when they started working on it, everyone told them to call me.
All right, welcome back to the show, everyone. Hope y'all having a good day so far. So, I wanted to check out this video from 93Zay. It's been a little while since I checked in on him anyways, and this is something I want to learn more about. It started out as a bunch of I don't even know. It started out sounding so nonsensical that I didn't even really look into it, but here we are now and it's getting real. So this is titled LeBron James Gives the NBA Bad News About His Future Plans. And what I do believe this is talking about this European, I think it's a European league that LeBron is talking about forming, and I think Jokic is involved, and I don't really know the details, so I got to learn about this. Like I said, it sounded so ridiculous at first that I was like, he's probably just making a power play, and I still think that might be what it is. Listen, we all know LeBron James has made it very clear that he wants to be an NBA team owner someday, and now that it looks like expansion is not about to happen anymore, and a lot of that is due to the gambling apps, and the owners are basically voting out the idea of new franchises because that means they have to split revenue to more teams. I think LeBron's retaliation is, I'm gonna go start my own league then, So anyways, let's see what Zay has to say about it. And like I always do, guys, I'm linking the original video down below in the description. Highly recommend this channel, so go check it out. Link is down below. Also, you'll see a list of channel members. Shout out channel members. Guys, let's do this. Like the video, hit that hype button. It helps out a ton. Let's go for it.
But what Mishko said about Maverick and LeBron was, quote, this translation, they are planning a certain group of investors, a classic business, to create a league that would somehow also compete with the NBA.
I'm here to tell you right now, we don't care.
Let me tell you. I wouldn't do that just yet. Your ass is mine.
Fanboys?
Fanboys.
There it is. Oh, yeah, my guy.
LaFody
my guy. This is perfect to react to.
James want to own a team so bad.
Mm-hmm.
And since the NBA won't give him one, LaFody James said, you know what? I'm going to make me one. He's done playing Mr. Nice Guy. LaFody James has got the gun to Adam Silver's head, and he wants a team now. He wants it promised to him now. And because the NBA won't promise LaFody James a team, he said, not only am I going to start my own team, I'm going to start my own league. Let me refresh your memory. Remember the viral photo of LeBron James, Nikola Jokic, Agent, and Maverick Carter? And if you remember the caption said the summer of 2025 is the perfect time to make big plans for the fall of 2026. Well, it's the fall of 2025, and that's only a year away, and it seems like these talks are starting to heat up. And LaFody's favorite fanboy, ESPN's Brian Windhorst, actually commented on this on the Hoop Collective. But before we get into the Hoop Collective, I want to give a special shout out to one of my subscribers, TJXP23. Happy birthday, happy belated birthday. And I hope it was everything that you dreamed of. Make sure y'all go subscribe to his channel too. He got some content over there and he bringing some heat. I know y'all always beating the comment section up. We get hundreds of comments, and from now on, the top comment is gonna be featured in the next video. So make sure y'all beat the comment section up. But let's get into what Brian Windhorst had to say on the Hoop Collective about LaFody James and his Euro League.
Okay, I've not seen this, so let's see.
We had the photo with
LeBron
and Maverick Carter and Mishko. I'll botch his last name.
Raznatovic.
Mishko Raznatovic, who is one of the leading European agents, if not the most
Best known in America is Joker's agent. But
yes, and a lot of people jumped to conclusion that it was because when Mishko posted it on his Instagram, he said something like, talking about the future or something like that.
Yeah.
And people jumped to conclusions that it was about LeBron teaming up with Jokic, and to the point where Mishko had to come out and say that's not.
That would make sense though. That's not what I thought, but that would make sense with LeBron's history. Can't beat him, join him.
They were talking about. It was in Saint-Tropez in July. I think it was in July. It might have been in August. And he said he went on a Serbian podcast and spoke on the record about it. I had to speak to a Serbian that I know to make sure that the translation was accurate. But what Mishko said about Maverick and LeBron was, quote, this translation, they are planning a certain group of investors, a classic business, to create a league that would somehow also compete with the NBA. They don't want it to be a U.S. league. They want it to have a European flavor, so to speak. And when they started working on it, everyone told them to call me.
So wait, European flavor, not United States. So we're talking like some kind of world league? Is that what he's going for? Like some global league?
And I believe he said he's had multiple meetings with Maverick about it.
What does LaForty mean by European flavor?
I don't know.
They don't want it to be.
I mean, European flavor after that reaction I did to EuroLeague and how wild it is. Like if you're talking like European flavor, like there's going to be like flares lit up and all kinds of stuff, like a rowdy atmosphere. That would be cool. But I doubt that's what he means.
The U.S. League, they wanted to have European flavor. See, LaForty think he's slick. LaForty, you not slick, man. You know why you wouldn't make this a U.S. League? Because who the hell is finna watch a LeBron James U.S. League?
Good point, Zay. Good point, yeah.
Ain't nobody lining up to see the Los Angeles Go James Kingdom. He knows the U.S. League couldn't rival the NBA because simply he's not big enough in the USA to make something like that happen. And you gotta know he's definitely not big enough in Europe to make something like that happen. But LaForty James is banking on one thing, and that's being first to enter the market into Europe. Because if you remember, the NBA said they're waiting until 2027 to start their own EuroLeague. But LeBron James is trying to start his EuroLeague in 2026. So in his mind, he's trying to beat the NBA to the punch to Europe. And he's trying to do it Formula One style where
International League launch the fall of 2026. Wait, so while he's an active player in the NBA, he wants to invest in a competing league? No way. I mean, that's to launch fall of 20. Dude, if I'm Adam Silver, I just say, you're done. Just get out of here. Move on. Go start your league.
teams will travel together and play in 8 global cities with multiple teams facing off. But let's keep it real though. LaForty is giving us a textbook.
Hold on. I'm so sorry, Zay. That doesn't. Nothing he does ever really truly makes sense. So he's still an active player. He wants to start a competing league while he is an active player. And then he was asking for an extension on his contract from LA, which they rejected and turned him down. So he wants to play in the NBA multiple years instead of playing in his league that he's creating. Why wouldn't he go play in the league that he's creating to promote it? The hell?
Example of biting the hand that feeds you. The NBA is giving this man everything, and you see how he repays
I know,
them.
absolutely.
The NBA.
That's always been his way, though, with teammates, with coaches, with teams, anything. I've noticed. Once LeBron has gotten what he wants out of you, he's done. He's out. He moves on to the next thing. He's like a succubus.
Called you the chosen one since you came into the league. They rigged the Rookie of the Year so you could win that. But just because they didn't let you go to the All-Star game, you tell the NBA, you know what? Just because you didn't make me an NBA All-Star in my rookie year, I'm not doing the slam dunk contest. Now, I know it's NBA tradition to do the slam dunk contest, but I'm going to break tradition and not do the slam dunk contest because I'm childish. People like Stephen A. Smith, love to brag that LeBron's been this great ambassador for the NBA when we all know that's far from the truth.
Agreed.
Just take a look at your ambassador of the NBA. He couldn't even be bothered enough to put the All-Star jersey on. There's a fanboy that spent his last dollar on a LeBron All-Star jersey, and he didn't even see LeBron put it on.
Right.
Look at Curry's face. He like, man, why y'all got me standing next to this punk?
Right.
This punk, no, this is my weekend, and this is how you treat me on my weekend?
Yeah.
The nerve.
I just got done bailing this guy out in the Olympics and the finals, man, and now he's just in street clothes. What's he doing next to me?
I've been keeping you in the headlines for far too long with these Warrior trade talks. I gotta act like and pretend like I'm okay with you coming to the Warriors when everybody knows LaFody James is never going to the Warriors. This man had the NBA scrambling all week. Like, yeah, LeBron's gonna play. LeBron's gonna be there. Yeah, he's gonna be there. LeBron show up in street clothes last minute and tell everybody he's hurt, he's not playing tonight. And this is supposed to be your face of the league. This is the same face of the league that gave a side eye to being asked to play harder in the All-Star game. This is the same face of the league that is responsible for the competitive unbalance in the NBA by forming super teams, which led to the formation of the first and second apron. Now, when we go back through history at the previous faces of the league, we can see that they all left the league in better shape than when they came in. LaFody James broke tradition again because he's gonna leave the league in worse shape than when he came into the league.
Thank you for saying that. I say that all the time, and that's a sign of a great one. A great one elevates the game and hands it off to a new generation better than he found it. LeBron, man, he found it in its best spot. And where are we now? I swear, if it wasn't for the gambling apps right now, the NBA would be in so much freaking trouble.
We're talking about ratings decreasing, a lack of interest in the regular season. The All-Star game is down the drain. He ushered in load management, his stranglehold on the media so they won't even talk about it or do a deep dive on the accusation of him taking PEDs. The NBA even allowed this man to shadow run a sports agency that could allow him to influence player destination. And the owners are not happy about this. The owners are just writing down notes. They taking documentation because they know that you want a team, and based off your past crimes with the NBA, there is no way they will give you a team.
I mean, the idea that like back in the day, the owners all rallied against Mark Cuban because they didn't want him in because he conflicted personality wise, you know. LeBron James, I don't think anybody wants, any of the owners, any of the league owners want LeBron James anywhere near a team like this, having that kind of position of power in the NBA. I think they're all ready for this to be over with, like we are.
So this is LeBron's way of begging the NBA to let him in the door, because we know there would be no mention of a competing NBA league if LeBron James was allowed to have a team. But this is what I want to ask y'all, as I need y'all to beat the comment section up. Is LeBron James throwing a temper tantrum by trying to start this league to compete with the NBA just because the NBA won't allow him to own a team? Do y'all think this league will be successful or more successful than the NBA's version of a EuroLeague? Let me know in the comment section. Also, if you out there in Europe, let me know, would you attend the LaFody James EuroLeague? Let me know in the comment section. Don't forget to hit me with the HBO special. Help a brother out with some likes, comment, and subscribe. It's 93Z, and I'm out this thing.
Dang, man. Great video. Great summary. To answer your question, this is kind of, I think your train of thought, Zay, is where my train of thought is on this. I think this is a threat. I'm expecting this to be an empty threat as well. So basically, you won't give me what I want. Therefore, okay, I'll go out here, and this is going to threaten the NBA now. You know what I mean? Because why else would they say in particular creating a league that will compete against the NBA? That's a threat, you know? So you don't give LeBron a team. LeBron is going to hurt the NBA, actively hurt you. You know what I mean? Will it work? I sure as hell hope not, man. Because if you can see through it and I can see through it, I'm pretty sure a ton of people who are listening in right now and watching, I'm pretty sure you can see through the BS as well. You know, he's throwing a temper tantrum. At the same time, he's making an empty threat to leverage himself in a position to get what he wants, and what he wants is an NBA team. And what I was always assuming was it would be the Vegas team. If they ever had an expansion out in Las Vegas, which I know Adam Silver really wants. But it's looking like that might not happen, at least now. So, oh, poor LeBron, he might have to wait. Dude, do you guys remember how long Jordan had to wait? How many years until he actually got, control over a team? And we could talk about how that didn't go so great, whatever. But the thing is, he was talking about it for years. I would love to own a team someday. I'm just waiting for the right opportunity. He was always patient. He was working out deals with other teams before he landed where he did. And he was always respectful about it. He was like, yeah, I understand. It's not the opportunity that I was looking for. He wanted more of an ownership stake and more control over a team than most teams were willing to give him. But did he go and say, I'm going to compete a competing league? No. He was like, I'll wait for my turn. And when it is my turn, he really wants to do it. And then he did it. And then he didn't want to do it anymore after so many years of doing it, which was a long time. And then he sold. Why? But it's an entitlement thing. With LeBron James, it's all entitlement. He wants what he wants. He wants it now. He doesn't want to wait his turn. He doesn't want to earn it. Just like his NBA career, he wants to skip steps and cheat his way to the top. And he's doing the exact same thing here. All I hope is the NBA and Adam Silver and everybody involved, all the owners, they don't buy into this BS. Because, dude, the odds of him creating a brand new league, to compete with the NBA, good freaking luck. Everybody is telling me how great EuroLeague is. Yet, barely anybody is watching EuroLeague. So there is already potentially a league out there that it can be argued is better than the NBA. Yet people in the States are still choosing to watch the NBA. So LeBron wants to start a brand new one, and he wants to compete against the NBA and EuroLeague. I don't think it's going to work out, personally. So that's the way I would approach it if I was on the business end of this, and I got a threat like this from LeBron. I'd be like, go ahead, good luck. Don't break a leg. Good luck. Have fun. We're going to crush you. So, anyways, I'm out of here, you guys. Zay, if you watch this, what's up, man? What's up, man? Another great video. Hope you're doing well. Everybody, I want to hear your opinion now. What do you think is going on? What do you think his angle is? Do you agree with me? Do you have something else in mind? Let me know. Let's have a conversation about it like we always do. And, I try to go a couple days without a LeBron video, and I swear to God, there's 4 I can make right now because it's always causing controversy. This guy, we could talk about the injury. We could talk about his contract not getting extended because he just doesn't want to go away. But I'd rather talk about this one. So, guys, I am out of here. See you soon in the comments, and I'll see you in the After Dark. Like the video if you liked it. Subscribe to the channel if you want more content like this. Hit that subscribe plus if you want to support my channel. And most importantly, is to be water, my friends.